Like if you're trimming your hair every 6 weeks, when are you actually retaining any length? You're only growing up an inch a month. If you chop an inch at 6 weeks, it means there'll be no length. You're just chopping off every length that you're getting. Hey girl, in this video we're talking my natural hair pet peeves. These are things that I do not like about natural hair, with regards to natural hair. Okay, let's say that. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. The first one is touching my hair without permission. I don't know if you've experienced this before, but someone just comes to you and they're in your hair. Oh my gosh, that hair looks good. Wow. What? How can you just do that? Hair is so, it's personal space. Like, I don't like that. Like, if you ask, that's the least that you can do. Can I touch your hair? Okay, fine. I might be a little bit more prepared for that closeness, but some people just come up there and they're in there. I've had actually people just do it without my knowledge, just behind, just picking on my hair. I'm just like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I generally will allow you to touch my hair, no problem, but you kind of have to ask. Sorry guys, something in my eye. The next one is smelling my hair. Wow. Maybe it's just me, but I've had people like, what are you sniffing? What is that? It's like, wow. I don't know. I just even feel like that's not even something you should ask to do. Like, why are you smelling somebody? We're not married. You know, you're not family. But if you're family, like I don't have my family just smell. Like, what? That is so to me. Like, don't do that. The next one is staring. That's like downright no manners. I know all of us have stared at some stage. Like, there's some things that are just like, gotta stare. But yeah, I guess for some people, natural hair is a little bit like, oh, what is that? That's new. How do you do that style, etc. But oh my goodness, each time I'm looked at, I feel like, I don't know, like I'm naked. Like, why are you staring at me? It's really uncomfortable for me. Creepy sometimes, actually, especially if it's men. The question, did you cut your hair? This happened to me quite a bit in the workplace. When you go from a protective style to maybe just wearing your natural hair or wearing it in a stretch form and then it's wearing it shrunken. Some people go like, what did you do? That's different. Oh my goodness, you cut your hair, etc. I'm just like, guys, there has been no cutting happening. Like, you know, natural hair does this. And that goes to show, like, for me, I hate that particular attention, right? I know our hair does so much, but because people are not educated or aware of what natural hair does, it gives me attention, and I do not like that attention. I guess I have been saying on this channel that try and find a personal style. That way it's not too drastic when people see you, because you can have a similar style. They're aware that, okay, this is what her hair looks like most of the time. I'm not saying do that, but for me, that's something that I want to do because I just can't stand, oh, your hair looks different. Oh, I've never seen you with hair. I just don't, I can't, I'm not a person that likes the attention, okay? So maybe that's why. But again, on the other hand, maybe people need to actually see natural hair in all its forms so they can be, I guess, made aware. Oh, food for thought. This one is not necessarily a pet peeve, but I've seen people saying that relaxed naturals are actually naturals, right? And there is a case here because relaxed hair might not have its original state, as in the natural hair that's growing out of your hair is not your natural text, is not the texture that you're rocking. So you have actually permanently altered your texture. However, when it comes to, is it your natural hair? I mean, it is your actual hair that's growing out of your scalp, except the texture is different. So I don't know, should they be considered naturals in some regard? Like, don't kill me. I'm just saying that this one's not really a pet peeve. It's something that I've been seeing around here and there. But yeah, that's an interesting concept, because you do get people with dyed hair that are given more grace. And if you dye your hair as a natural, you're still considered a natural, even if you've permanently altered the color of your hair. However, if someone alters the texture, all of a sudden they're not natural. I don't know. I'm not opening that can of worms. All right, here's another pet peeve. Oh, I'm waist length, but only 2 strands get to the waist. The rest is at nipple length or bra strap or shoulder. Ladies, no. That is so annoying. You're not waist length. Like, yeah, you'll get there, but 2 strands of waist length is not waist length. Of course, we have to consider the majority of the hair. Unless you're saying this part is waist length and this part is different, or you have layers. But if you consider yourself a waist length natural and the majority of your hair is not at waist length except 2 strands, I'm giving you the eye. I'm giving you the eye. Trimming to grow hair. Oh, you must trim your hair every 6 weeks to grow your hair. Look, trimming literally means cutting your hair. You're losing length. Unless you're trimming split ends, single strand knots, some kind of damage, trimming is not going to be beneficial for you. So whoever said we should be trimming our hair that often, like if you're trimming your hair every 6 weeks, when are you actually retaining any length? You're only growing up an inch a month. If you chop an inch at 6 weeks, it means there'll be no length. You're just chopping off every length that you're getting. So yeah, just be aware of people that tell you to trim too often and unnecessarily so. It's just like, why are we doing this? Relaxers on kids. Have you seen people that relax kids? Why are you relaxing a child's hair? I've never got it. Like, give them a chance. Just give them a chance before. Allow them to know, accept their true texture. And when they're older, they can decide, do they want to relax? Do they want to do whatever? But then if you're relaxing them when they're young, like they don't even have a chance, like they're going to be here on YouTube trying to embrace their hair, watching Coily Diaries for inspiration, because they wouldn't have learned to love their hair as young people. So yeah, nah, let's not relax kids' hair. Have you ever seen those people that have got no edges and then they go ahead and get the tightest protective style? The tightest style ever. You've lost all your edges and then you're going in to lose more. Doesn't make sense. That annoys me so much. Like, what? Like, get a wig and cover your edges as they grow or something. Get a wig with a fringe. That's what I'll do if I didn't have edges. I'll get a wig with a fringe. And yeah, grow the heck out of my edges. But I definitely wouldn't be putting in like a tight cornrows or fishtail or what have you. Lace front wig. I want to leave that there. Damaged ends or damaged hair, heat damaged hair, whatever hair. If there's any damage in your hair, then we need to cut it. It's funny. When we're going from relaxer to natural, people are given options. You can big chop or you can transition, all right? But when there's heat damage or any other kind of damage, oh, you have to chop your hair. You have to chop. Hey, have you not heard of transitioning? You can also transition any kind of damage, even if you're natural. You don't have to cut your hair just because it's damaged. I said it. You can actually transition out of that hair if you don't want shorter hair. If you are happy to deal with the damaged hair and work your way around that and chop it off gradually, that's fine. That's called transitioning. All right, girl, I'm done with this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which ones are some of your natural hair pet peeves, and I'll see you in the comment section. Bye.